Hey guys, it's your girl Woo. I'm gonna be back with another video for you. This is gonna be a more detailed video to show you step by step, so just keep on watching. So we're going on with some Mary Kay lip balm. I actually got this from a set of a lip scrub and it's amazing. Using a little spoolie, I'm gonna go ahead and lay down my brows. And I'm using some eyebrow gel that I actually found at the beauty supply. It doesn't have a name or anything on it, but it was like $5, so I decided to try it. I've always been a pencil kind of girl, so we're going to go ahead and fill in those brows and basically create a brow if you don't have them, or if you need to just make them a little bit fuller. I do like to accent the arch in my brow. I started arching my brows about 6 years ago or something like that. No, about 5 years ago, arching them by myself. And they just started naturally growing with the little arch there. Now for this brow on this side, sometimes I do have to actually create it. It doesn't grow as full and thick as my other brow there. So I kind of have to create it and make sure I create the tail there especially, and to create and accent that arch. And again guys, this product a little goes a long way. You do not need a lot. This little flat black angle brush came with it. It's perfect for this product. Okay, there you can see I'm kind of elongating my brow, kind of creating it. There we go. And just filling that in. Using another flat angle brush, we're going in with the LA Pro Girl Concealer in the shade Toast. And we're just going to go ahead and outline those brows. This is going to help conceal any mistakes I might have made. If they're too thick, I can go ahead and make them a little bit thinner with this concealer. It's basically going to make your eyebrow look well polished and fleeky. Perfect. As you can see, I'm not using that much concealer because I just want to focus right underneath it. I kind of start in the middle when I start doing my concealer and then working my way forward and then back. I like to make sure I bring my concealer out a little bit further before my brow so I can blend it into my nose and the middle of my brows. Using the flat angle brush, it really does give you a lot more control of where you put that concealer. That way you can perfectly carve out those brows. Even if they're not done, you can perfectly carve out those brows. Alright, and then I'm going to go in and do the top of my brows. I know a lot of people don't like to do the top, but I do. I feel like it really makes it look that much more perfect and carved out, especially when I don't have my brows done. And I'm pulling that concealer upwards towards my forehead. Alright, and what I'm doing now, I'm just going to take that same brush that I actually put the gel on with and fill in any spots that I might have missed. This is a key step, especially when you're concealing your brows. Sometimes you conceal them a little over. Taking a damp beauty blender, I'm just blending that out, especially between my brows. And I'm also blending that up into my forehead so it doesn't give that halo effect. I really hate that. Alright, and going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Deep, I'm going to go ahead and put that all over my lid so I can conceal the rest of my lid for my eyeshadow. And I'm also going to coat that with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Warm Honey. I need a bright base for these bright colors, and we're going to go ahead and blend that out. I'm also going to blend that underneath my eye. It's going to help me later on when I'm going to do my highlighting and concealing underneath my eye. Blend it out to the bridge of my nose like before, in the middle of my eyebrows. And also into my forehead. And then I'm going to go ahead and set my eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Deep. I love this powder. I'm using a little wedge sponge from Walmart. I feel like it gives me more control, especially with my powders. I let that set for about 2 minutes there, and then I went ahead and dusted that off. And then we're going to go in with the fluffy brush there, and we're going to take our highlighter. This is the e.l.f. highlighter in the shade Pink Diamonds. I got magic and see the color. But I'm going to put that underneath my brow there to give my brow highlight. I do like to pack this on and kind of make it a little bit thick so it blends in with my actual eyeshadow. Going in with this pink here from my BH Cosmetics 2nd edition 120 color palette. I'm going to take a fluffy brush there, and that's going to actually be our transition shade for today. Packing that on right below that highlighter. I don't like to bring my eyeshadow all the way up. I do like to have that contrast between my eyeshadow and my eyebrows. As you can see, I'm also taking that a little bit out further past my actual eyebrow. Just a little bit. Alright, taking an e.l.f. blending brush, I'm going to go in with that orange there just to give it that gradient effect. I'm going to actually put that just a little bit beneath that pink, almost right on top of it. Taking another e.l.f. blending brush, I'm going to go in with that purple there from my BH Cosmetics palette. Y'all, I love this palette. I've had this palette for like 2-3 years. I'm going to actually put that purple in right into my crease. Now, I do have hooded eyes, and my eyes kind of fold over a little bit. So, I'm putting that in my crease and a little bit above it. Almost kind of covering up that orange. Just right below it. So now I'm going to take a rounded flat brush, and I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Warm Honey to go ahead and cut my crease. Again, guys, my eyes are hooded, so I have to cut my crease above my actual lid. So as you can see where my eye kind of folds there, I'm putting that right above that, making sure I'm keeping my eyes wide open to make sure I will not mess it up. I like to be sure to cut the crease first before I fill in the rest of my lid. Just filling in the rest of that crease there with that concealer to make sure I don't have any blank spots. I want to make sure I definitely give me a good smooth base to work with. You want to make sure that when you cut in your crease that you're paying attention if you've already done one eye. Especially with me, one of my eyes is a little bit bigger than the other, so I have to kind of really be careful when I'm cutting my crease to make sure they match. And I'm just filling in the rest of my lid with that concealer. Going in with that same purple that we used in the crease there, I'm taking another flat angle brush, and I'm actually going to go right above that crease because I did lose that purple a little bit, so I want to make sure I get that back. This is also going to make my crease pop. Make my cut crease actually pop. So taking the same brush that I used with that pink, using the excess, I'm just going to blend that out. And then taking that same brush that I used to put that purple, I'm going to blend out that line of purple I just put with that flat angle brush, so it's not as harsh. Going in with the e.l.f. blending brush, I'm going to go ahead and blend out the pink between that highlighter. And let that dry for a little bit. Go ahead and spray your flat brush with some setting spray. I'm using the e.l.f. Mist setting spray. And we're going to go in with that champagne color there. We're going to put that right in the corner of our lid there. I actually switched brushes. The other brush wasn't giving me what I needed. So this is another flat brush, slightly bigger. Going in with this pink shade here, with that same flat brush, I just cleaned it from my Profusion Beauty 101 palette. We're going to actually put that right next to that champagne. Making sure to kind of use swiping motions at the edge of the champagne to make sure it blends into that pink. Dipping back into this Profusion Beauty 101 palette, we're going to go into this lavender shade. Using a slightly wider flat brush, but it's a little bit shorter. I need a little bit more control for this portion here. We're right at the curve, so I need to make sure I don't get it anywhere else but where the concealer is. Back into our Profusion palette there, we're going to take that purple shade and take another flat brush. And go ahead and do the outer corner of that crease there, our wing. Now you do have to be careful, but it's fairly easy because you let that concealer sit and dry. The product really isn't going anywhere else but where the concealer is unless you have a little fallout, which I just dusted away. So it wasn't enough purple for me. So going back into my BH Cosmetics palette here, we're going to take that same purple. Well, actually different. The one next to it. And we're going to take that same brush we just used and kind of pack that on just to give it a little bit deeper color. Alright, now we're going in with the Ruby Kisses liquid liner. It's silver. Super cute. Now I did my black eyeliner off camera. Just a simple line across the lid there. And I'm actually going to put this right on top of that. And also right underneath our wing. I don't want a black wing today. Then we're going to go ahead and put some mascara on these lashes, honey. Alright, now going back in with that Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Deep, we're going to go ahead and clean up the ends of our eyeshadow. Make sure to clean up any fallout that we might have, any unwanted color where we don't want it. I definitely want to make that wing cut and precise. Since I'm not doing a black wing, I want to make it cut and precise. That way that silver is really going to pop. And we're just going to blend that out with the Damp Beauty Blender. Going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in the shade Mocha. I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over my face and blend that out with the Damp Beauty Blender. It does look a little orange on camera, but once I let it sit and I blend it in, it definitely does warm up, so. Making sure to get my ears and my neck. Going in with our Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Deep, we're going to go ahead and conceal underneath our eyes. And we're bringing that concealer a little bit further into our nose. That's going to help us with our nose contour, honey. Pinch that nose down, honey. Just doing your basic highlight and contour foundation here. We're going to go ahead and blend that out. Right. Go ahead and blend that out. But you want to be careful when you're blending right where your nose is. You don't want to blend that contour from underneath your eye that's going up into your nose. You don't want to blend that into the bridge of your nose. It's a very important step for snatching that nose down, baby. Again, being very careful with your concealer on your nose so you don't want those two to blend. I'm taking one of those flat wedge sponges that I was using earlier, and I'm going to set my face using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. Making sure to bring that in where I concealed on my nose. That's really going to pinch that nose, I'm telling you. Just you watch. And again, we want to be very careful with putting powder on our nose there. That's why I love using those little sponges. They give me a lot of control. Going in with this contour stick, I kind of just picked this up at the Phallus and the Paralysis, honey. It's nothing special. It's not really name brand, I don't believe, but it gets the job done for me. Gonna go ahead and carve out that face. You definitely want to contour that chin and that jawline. And I'm taking a longer angle brush, and I'm taking that same stick just to make sure that I get right in between those two powders with that color. Also going to put that line right in the middle there. That's going to kind of give my nose the appearance that it kind of points up. And I'm just going to kind of blend that out with a fluffy flat brush. I call it a fluffy flat brush. That's what it looks like. And I'm taking a fluffy brush. I'm going to go ahead and blend out that contour. And I'm just taking some contour palette that I got from, again, the Phallus and the Paralysis Child. And I'm just going to go ahead and set that contour. Kind of deepen it up as well. And I'm taking that flat fluffy brush again and setting my nose contour. And I'm just dusting away any excess powder that I had baking. I did bake a little bit longer on this video. Usually I don't bake that long at all. I'm taking some loose finishing powder from e.l.f. And this is in the shade Sheer. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that jawline. Taking a small fluffy brush, we're going to go in with that purple that we used before and put that underneath our lash line. Then we're going to go back in with that pink using that same brush and to blend it out. Dusting away that powder from our jawline. Again, still making sure I don't have any powder left over. Alright, going back in with that e.l.f. highlighter in the shade Pink Diamonds. We're going to go ahead and put that highlight on, honey. Yes. I love this because it's not too pink on the skin, especially for dark skin. And it still gives like a subtle highlight. Taking that same fluffy brush that I did to do my eyebrow highlight, I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose at the tip and also add a little bit more to the eyebrows. We're going to go ahead and highlight our Cupid's bow there. Highlighting my inner corner using just a little sponge brush that I got from this makeup set. I'll link everything down below. And we're taking our Ruby Kisses matte lipstick. I believe the shade is Purple Rain. It will be linked down below. We're going to go ahead and put that on our lips. This is actually going to act as my lip liner as well today. Love that color. Very vibrant, pigmented. It's smooth and creamy. I love it. Now going in with my Hard Candy Velvet Mousse liquid lipstick in the shade Smoke and Mirrors. I'm just gonna kind of dab that on top. I don't want to smear it in, but dab that on top of that purple to give it that shine and give it kind of that shimmery look to go with my eyes. Alright, we're taking some e.l.f. Mist and Set setting spray to go ahead and set our face and let that dry for a little bit. And guys, this is the final look. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Links to everything will be down below, and all of my Facebook and Instagram, social, Twitter handles will be down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.